Alcaraz, devastated by the tragic consequences of the Dana. It hurts a lot, I'm going to help in every way I can. The Spanish tennis player gave an interview in which he expressed his concern about the disaster suffered by his country. This is not pleasant for any Spaniard. All of Spain mourns the nearly 100 deaths that have occurred so far after the Dana, isolated high-altitude depression, that has battered the country over the last 24 hours. No one escapes the pain. In fact, experiencing it from afar can be even harder since you're not near your loved ones. Carlos Alcaraz must be feeling something like this, competing this week in the Paris-Bercy Masters 1000, where tomorrow he will play the round of 16 against Hugo Humbert. The Spanish player gave an interview to the French outlet CAVU, where, in addition to talking about tennis, he took a moment to send messages of support and affection to those affected in southeastern Spain. Impact of the Dana in Spain. I'm a well-known face of Spain, I'm a visible voice, so I'm going to try to help in every way I can, within my means. It's a very difficult time, not only for the affected regions but for all of Spain. I hope all this passes soon. I've seen images and videos, everything being shared on social media. None of this is pleasant for any citizen, for any Spaniard. Connection to the Valencian community. There's still a lot of uncertainty. We need to know how deeply everything has been affected, to know the number of deaths and missing people. I feel very connected to it all. It hurts me as if I were from that town. In love with Paris. For me, the first thing is that Paris is a beautiful city, a very lovely place with the best tournaments in the world, so I always love playing here. The fans are always very warm. As long as I'm not playing against a French player, of course. I admire their love for their players, they support their own people so much, which I greatly respect. Paris will always have a special place in my heart for this reason. Roland Garros, a special tournament. It's the tournament I watched since I was a child, and I always dreamed of participating and hopefully winning it one day. The day I won, all those happy memories of watching it from home, of seeing Rafa win so many times, came flooding back. I just wanted to add my name to the list of Roland Garros champions. Nadal's retirement. Rafa's retirement is a loss for Spanish sports, for sports in general, and for me too. I grew up watching Rafa, and one of the main reasons I wanted to be a professional tennis player is because of him. Rafa always inspired me to keep fighting, to train, and to compete. I'm very grateful for everything he has done, but I don't want to see myself as a replacement for Rafa because, compared to everything he has done for sports and for Spain, that's a role I would never be able to fill. Let's enjoy his last tournament, and we'll see what happens with me in the future. Alcaraz's next opponent publicly complains to the Paris Masters organization. I was disappointed. With the high level of French players, the Paris Masters 2024 organizers haven't been able to schedule all of them on the center court. One of those affected was Hugo Humbert, who convincingly defeated American Marcos Giron, 6-3, 6-2, in the second round of the tournament. However, some of his lower-ranked compatriots were scheduled on center court, including Arthur Fils, number 20, against Jan-Lennard Struff and Giovanni Mpci-Perricard, number 31, against Karen Khachanov. Humbert regrets missing center court spotlight in Paris win. Despite the strong lineup of local players, with 3 Frenchmen among the top 31 and other experienced players like Adrien Manarino and Arthur Rinderknecht, the organizers couldn't accommodate all the local stars on center court. The 26-year-old player criticized the schedule after being left out of the tournament's second most important court. I was disappointed because I think I deserved something better. I'm the number 1 French player, and I had practiced on center court. It was a great match on my part. The court was smaller, it was faster, Humbert said after dispatching Giron in less than an hour. I was disappointed not to be on center court. But I've earned the chance to play the third round, he added. Humbert will now face world number 2 Carlos Alcaraz and hopes for a big match this time, precisely on center court. I'm delighted to have won this match, to have won the chance to play on center court against Alcaraz. Humbert was the only French player assigned to court 1, but he praised his teammates for their recent performances. It's incredible. It's fantastic for French tennis. There are many French players performing well here. It's also important for the fans, and I can say that it's all positive, he said. It doesn't surprise me. We have magnificent French players, so I'm not surprised that some of them reached the third round, he added. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, because at Tennis Zone we're dedicated to bringing you the best information for the best audience, sharing in-depth analysis, exclusive interviews, and full coverage of everything related to the world of tennis. Join our community and be part of the excitement of the tournaments with us. Additionally, at Tennis Zone, we strive to provide you with updated, high-quality content on players, tournaments, strategies, and the most relevant events in world tennis.